Let's do it. All right. I want to talk about female streamers, and I choose my words very carefully. Now, the reason I say female streamers, and the reason why I say the word female and not woman, first of all, is because woman streamers sounds fucking weird for whatever reason. And second of all, because when you say female, you're referring to something biological, and when you say woman, you're referring to gender, which is social and different, right? So if I say female, I'm specifically referring to someone that like is biologically female. Um, and that gets weird when you start to talk about trans identities and shit like that. Yeah, but woman is gender, female is anatomy. Um, that's why I say female streamers, because in this conversation, we're kind of talking about anatomy, right? Like the issues that people have with women streamers, a lot of it does have to do with gender issues, but I think the biggest complaint is they see women on Twitch wearing tank tops, and they're like, this girl is using her titties to fucking try and get viewers, and this is awful. And that is the dumbest fucking opinion in the world. Because who cares, man? Who gives a shit? We're not Puritans. We don't have fucking buckles on our shoes and shit. We don't have buckles on our hats. Like, it's 2015, dude. First of all, women have sex, and they're people, and most people are sexual. Some people are asexual, and that's cool too. You do you, but like, it's okay for women to have sexuality, and it's okay for someone to express their sexuality as a part of their person. It's okay for me to walk around in a tank top if that's how I want to express myself. Or it's okay for me to walk around in a fucking button-down shirt. And if I want to, because I live in Florida and it's not cold as shit, maybe I'll unbutton a few buttons, because that's what I want to do, and like, that's fine. But people look at female streamers and they say, you're using your boobs for attention. You wouldn't have done this. You wouldn't have been able to do this if you weren't female. And in some cases, that might be true. In some cases, they are using aspects of their gender and their sex to their advantage. But, like, that's fine. Everyone does that. Everyone uses their talents to become a streamer, right? Like, part of my brand, part of what I do is my ability to, like, theorycraft, right? That's why a lot of you people watch my streams and my threads and whatever. Drew uses his ability to fucking chug beer. Like, it, I guess you can argue that it's exploitative, but it's fine. It's, you don't, on Twitch, for the most part, you're not here for the gameplay, right? You're not here to watch, when Fallout 4 releases in 7 days, maybe you watch a Twitch stream. And maybe you'll be like, man, this game looks good, I'll buy it. Or, it doesn't look that good. I don't think I'm gonna buy this one. It's 68 fucking dollars for whatever reason, right? But a lot of why people are watching streams is because they want to watch a certain person engage with a game. They want to watch Co Carnage or JP or Rotendo or Fats or DM Brandon or Adam Coble or whoever the fuck. They want to watch them play the game and experience the story and engage with the media and engage with their audience. And that's that's what it's about. And they each bring different aspects to their stream. Um who did I fucking mention? Shit. I forget who I was talking about. But anyway, like, they each bring different things. They each have different, you could call them gimmicks or whatever. JP had, he grew a beard. And then he got a sponsorship from Gillette to, like, shave it off. Like, that's fucking awesome. He's using what's available to him to promote and increase his brand and pull in viewership. And that's fine. And Caseytron, because I think really the best example, the person you have to talk about when you're having this discussion is Caseytron. Caseytron uses her gender and her sexuality and the existing social climate around those two things to make her stream awesome, right? She acts a certain way, she presents herself in a certain way, and she uses that. And here's the thing that a lot of people don't get. She uses that to troll the shit out of people, and it's fucking awesome. So, when you see people in Caseytron's chat, well, there's this thing called Poe's Law, and it's basically the idea that on the internet, parody of an extreme viewpoint is indistinguishable from an extreme viewpoint if there is not some tell, like a winky face or sarcasm or just the way the person usually presents themselves that they would know better, right? It's indistinguishable. And so when you look at Caseytron's chat and there are people like, Casey, you're such a slut, they're either in on the joke or they are the joke. And that's the fucking genius of it. But people get really mad about that. And people say, oh, there are female Twitch streamers who they only get viewership because they're women. People only watch them because they're attractive. And so what? Who gives a shit? People watch Drew because he drinks beer and has an awesome beard and he's good at video games. How is that, like, okay? And, like, being pretty is not okay. I I don't understand. This is 2015. It's it's okay to wear clothes that make you look good. What are we, fucking Puritans? So I just don't get it. Um, Now, it is also true that female streamers, actually, no, I want to say women who stream will get harassed by people for a variety of reasons. And this actually popped up on my Twitter. I want to talk about this one tweet that showed up. Man, this was so fucking ratchet. All right. Look at this. So this is Chop Suey. I used to like this guy. Um, Today, Lydia did an article with Polygon about like coaching and sexism and shit, and he's like, zero respect for you. Grow up. I think you don't deserve to be a coach of anything because your game knowledge is shit. People just get along with you. First of all, I'm gonna let this sit for a while. First of all, coaching isn't just about game knowledge. Coaching is about coaching. It's about interacting with people and managing people and working with people. Don't talk about shit you don't understand. Coaching isn't fucking game knowledge, man. That's not what I do. People are like, oh, you're the coach for Eager because you know so much about the game. And I'm like, the fuck am I gonna tell Omega? Like, the shit that I can tell Omega is like, don't forget, Frostbound and Witchblade, they don't stack their attack speed reduction. Like, yeah, that's the shit that he might not know because he does when I mention that, but like, that's just random tidbits that he might not know. But when it comes to solo lane, I'm not gonna be able to tell him shit. It's fucking Omega. When I coach Eager, I'm managing players. I'm dealing with personalities. I'm making sure that when they talk, everything is being positive, that we're going somewhere, that we're improving our game with every discussion. That's what I do. I manage players. So, yeah, game knowledge doesn't fucking matter a lot of the times. People just getting along with her? Dude, that is very important for being a coach. That's Captain Coach's entire fucking career. Yeah, that was really fucking stupid. But what's the point? The point is that there's this other shit. There's this other shit where people will be like, there's this other shit where people will be like, this woman did this thing. This woman achieved something. Lydia was in an article from Polygon, and she's managing Paradigm, and she's successfully coached in Latin America and Australia, and her teams love her. And somehow, the fact that she is succeeding, somehow the fact that she's succeeding is offensive to them because it affects their ego, it hits their ego. And so there was this hashtag on Twitter, hashtag masculinity so fragile. It was fucking hilarious. The idea is that culture has created this uh, institutionalized hyper masculinity in men that you have to be a certain way. You know, like you can't cry, you gotta like be stoic and like do all this other shit. And it creates these egos that when they're even slightly, um, put in a place where like something might not match up, where the situation doesn't match with their conceptions of how it's supposed to be, people freak out. And of course, one of my favorite comments on this hashtag was, "Oh, you feminists think I'm not masculine? Fucking fight me," which is the point, right? And so I feel like it's that, but and remember, I am not saying that Captain Coach does not know what he's talking about. I'm saying that his career is on managing players and managing people. That's what he fucking does. Yeah, he knows shit about the game. Of course he does. He worked with Titan for like half a fucking year, and they came in second in the World Championship. He knows his shit. You'd absorb that just by osmosis. It doesn't matter who the fuck you are. But, but, it's not about that. That's not what it's about. So, yeah, his comment was fucking stupid. And basically, a lot of men look at female streamers and they say a lot of stupid shit. They say, "Oh, they're only able to do this because they're attractive," and it's like, so. First of all, if the only value of their stream is that they're pretty, like, who gives a shit, right? Second of all, it's probably not. They have viewer retention in other ways. You can't just like you have to have people who come back. You have to provide entertainment. That's sort of how streaming works. Um, and third of all, like there's just this element where men will get offended that women succeed because they think that women are supposed to act a certain way and men are supposed to act another way, and like that's really fucked up. Um, Death Ants, don't be a fucking douchebag, man. Yeah, Lydia's fucking successful. Duh. I mean, she got a fucking sponsor for upcoming stars. So yeah, she's fucking successful. Lydia's the shit. She's in a fucking article from Polygon. That's awesome. But like, I don't know, man. I just people get super mad about this shit. And it doesn't matter if a woman is pulling viewers because she's using her assets as a woman, whether that's her physical assets or her social assets or whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. It's just as legitimate as pulling viewers in any other way. Like the only way that you can illegitimately pull viewers is botting. Dude, if you want to do giveaways, go for it. If you want to give away a Cogsilla skin every time someone subs, go for it. If you wanna like when someone subs, like personally give them a shout out, that's awesome. If your stream is about drinking, that's cool. As long as it's not violating Twitch TOS, which is like where it's borderline pornography, it's fine. It's not like worse than any other thing. There's no moral value to this shit. It's just about respect, and people get super mad about these titty streamers and they like blame them for randos who go into the chats of like smaller women streamers who are maybe pulling 5, 10 viewers, and they're like, "Yo, show me your tits." Like, dude, that's not Caseytron's fault. That guy's just a douchebag. That's society's fault that he thinks that's okay or that will be successful, or maybe he's just a jerk. Like, but that's not because of Caseytron. He's just a dick. So those are my thoughts. If you're watching this on YouTube, hi. If you're watching this Twitch chat, I'll be back with you in a moment. Like, comment, subscribe. I have a Patreon if you want to support the channel. Shoutouts to the first month of Patreon subscribers: Alex Suero, Alex Barnes, Ivan Black, Joseph Nicewanger, John Dawson, Eric Ross, Hugh Judson, Jordan Golan, Sean Sledden, and John McDaniel. All of you guys are fucking awesome. So thanks for being a part and supporting the channel. And chat, let's talk about it.